Johnsy.
Denise Richards and the lovely Lulu.
Lulu, welcome back to another All Things Home. We are so happy you're here with us again this week. You know, we forgot something.
What did we forget?
We forgot to do a video last week. We're sorry about that.
We did.
My bad. Anyways, so I know a lot of you missed us, and I was getting phone calls, text, emails, just off the hook last Thursday when our video didn't post.
I thought you were going to do a blooper show for us.
Ooh, that would have been good.
Not that we have bloopers separate. They're just part of the show.
Yeah, you just get the whole straight thing. We don't edit these videos in regards to cutting anything out in the middle. So the bloopers are the show, actually.
It really is.
They're every show. So welcome back to another All Things Home. This is the video YouTube channel where we talk about all things
home.
So today, that's what we want to do. But before we do that, today, when this video is posting, is February 23rd. Happy February 23rd. It's an amazing day.
It's a beautiful
day. Did you know that?
It is.
And I don't mean just outside in the weather. It's an amazing day because today is National Chili Day.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's cold outside. Not that chilly.
Not that chilly?
No, the better chili.
Oh, the kind you eat.
Kind you eat.
So, okay.
Now the question is, do you put Fritos in your chili?
I do not.
I do not like you anymore. I need a new hosting partner. You got to put Fritos or chips in your chili. It's just amazing.
Saltines or crackers.
Oh yeah, you could do that too. That's what we did growing up. Okay, I'll give you a pass on that. National Chili Day today, so make a bowl of chili. You probably don't make a bowl. You make like a pot of chili.
Big pot, but you would do that on a cool day. So it's also, what's the other day it is today?
Oh, National Curling Day.
Like the sport?
The sport, like they do in the Olympics. Do they call it a curling thing? I don't know what they call it.
It looks like a brush.
Well, the brush, yes, but then they have the curl thing. What do they call that? Post that below for us.
Yeah,
tell us what that is. We have no idea.
But most importantly, today is International Dog Biscuit Appreciation Day.
Yes, yay! Lulu, you are going to get a dog biscuit later today. You are pumped. It's a good day to get a dog biscuit, so congratulations to you. Now, if you did miss our video from 2 weeks ago, we actually talked about where people are moving in 2022. So we went over a full in-depth review on where people are moving to, where they're moving from.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting, especially if you live here.
I don't want to spoil it, but Florida is pretty high up on that list.
Kind of a given.
If you didn't know that. So watch that video. We'd love for you to do that. And while you're looking for that video, hit the like and subscribe button. Sometimes we wait till the end of the show to say that, but I don't want to do that today.
I don't think we should ever wait to do that.
I agree with you. So let's do it right now. Like and subscribe if you would to our video so that you get notified when these come out every week, unless I forget to make a video. You'll be on there. So let's talk about this. I came across this article the other day from the Florida Association of Realtors. Really funny because of the picture, first of all, that's in the heading. And I'm just going to show everybody what that looks like. But the name of our this article was Why Canceled Insurance Policies, which I think is kind of funny. If you can see that there.
The picture is
You're probably thinking, what the heck is going on? Why is this twin guy holding up twin monkeys, what it seems to be? Anyways, but why canceled insurance policies? So here in the state of Florida, we have insurance policies that have been canceling.
Yeah.
People
not getting renewed.
And why wouldn't people get renewed? What have we had happen here about 6 months ago that was a big problem?
Well, we had a pretty big hurricane.
That's right.
If that's what
you're
talking about.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Big hurricane came through, and of course, 5.5-ish years ago, another one came through. So all these insurance companies are paying out a ton of money for roofs.
That's true.
For building.
Mm-hmm. But I don't think that's the only reason that they're canceling insurance policies.
You're right. And that's what this article is all about. So this article says different reasons. Some traditional ones would be late payments. Mm-hmm. You're not making your payments, your late payments, you're delinquent. So insurance companies will drop you because of that. Let's see here. Old roofs.
I had clients call me. Their policies were not being renewed because their roof was too old. That was happening long before Ian struck.
It sure was. It used to be, check my time frame on this, but it used to be something like with shingle roofs up to 20 years, they would still insure. Some insurance companies would go beyond that. Mm-hmm. But 18 to 20 years was what the age of the roof could be on a shingle roof, not a tile. We have a lot of tile roofs around here. Those can be older and not a metal roof, but shingle roofs.
Right.
And now, from what I heard from some insurance, most carriers, I think they're closer to 15 years.
Yeah. 15 years, if your roof is older, you may have a hard time getting an insurance policy.
And I had a client about 5 or 6 months ago. They got a letter from their insurance carrier that said they had to replace their roof. The roof, I think, was 18 years old, and the insurance company said, you got to replace it or we're dropping you. That's a tough letter to get.
That is a tough letter because that's a big chunk of change.
That's a big chunk of change. Around here, for this smaller house, I say smaller, it was probably 1,800 square feet, somewhere in that ballpark. I mean, they're looking at the price of a new car, basically.
25,000 or so. Yeah.
So it's not cheap. So you don't want that letter to come in the mail. But this article here talks about the roof, age of roof could cause that issue. Ill-placed trees. So if a tree's in a bad spot, around here we have a lot of oak trees, we have a lot of palm trees. These things can cause issues to your roof, broken tiles, shingles.
Or even the root growth system underneath and the foundation in your plumbing.
Didn't think about that, but you're exactly right in regards to that. So a couple interesting ones here why insurance folks will drop your policy from time to time. Dogs. Don't listen, Lulu. Some insurance companies don't like dogs. Now, they love Lulu. That's not a breed that they're concerned about, but some insurance companies are concerned about what they would consider more dangerous breeds, like a pit bull. They also have in here Rottweilers, Doberman Pinschers, some of those dogs. So be aware of that. If you have an insurance, your insurance provider may have an issue with you having that breed. So be careful there. Exotic pets like snakes. Didn't know this was an issue with insurance companies.
Lions, tigers, and bears.
Oh, no. It talks about snakes, ferrets. How would ferrets be an issue with insurance companies? That's kind of crazy one.
Well, they're messy, and they don't train well. I had friends that had ferrets, and
Sound like a personal experience
house
there.
was not in good shape.
Was it your friend's fault or the ferret's fault?
Combination thereof.
Okay. They may be watching this. All right. So those are some exotic pets. This one's interesting here to me. Solar panels. Some insurance companies have an issue with solar panels. That's interesting. Never heard or thought about that. So check with your solar panel folks. If you have somebody putting some in, make sure that that's not going to be an issue with them, but also with your insurance carrier. And then this hits home since I've just got my first electric vehicle.
That's right.
Vehicles. Man, I better talk to my insurance company, make sure they're not going to boot me for having an electric vehicle.
And cover you if there's a problem.
Ooh, good point there as well, too. So if you're curious, we'll put the link for this article below because the last thing you want, not just here in Florida, but anywhere, is for your insurance company to cancel you because of something maybe that you could have taken care of. And hopefully this encourages you to reach out to your insurance company. Of course, check your rates. Make sure you're covered really well. If you don't have a good insurance provider, let Denise and I know we can recommend a great guy here. But we do want to recommend somebody in regards to homes and insurance, and that is Renegade Roofing. They're a roofing company up in Fort Myers.
They are. They're in Fort Myers. They're in Bonita. They're in Charlotte County. They're everywhere. They're also playing a big role in helping to educate our community on the new legislation with regard to insurance, the topic of our episode here today. And that's going to be on March 7th, I believe. We're going to post the QR code on the on our show here. It's a post-Hurricane Ian educational town hall and networking.
Yes.
So if you are a business professional here in Southwest Florida, you're going to want to know about this.
Yes. We'll put the link below for that and then also the QR code, and you will want to come to that. I've already registered to be there. Will you be there for that event as well,
I'll be there.
It's going to be a great educational forum. It's going to be a lot of people from the area because you need to stay up to date. Things change quickly.
Yeah.
So,
and it's a great place to meet local professionals too. So.
Yeah, and some of the guys, Paul, Bobby from Renegade Roofing, they're just upstanding guys. Like
Very much so.
They're not there to, cheat anybody or do anything that doesn't need to be done on roofs. We see that quite a bit around here. So reach out, come to this event. It'd be a great time to get to know them so that when you need help with your roof or other home situations, you've already got somebody lined up.
Right. You've got a relationship established.
Yeah. All right. That's going to be it. Normally we talk about market news, but we're not even going to get into that today. Stick around for next week on that topic. We're going to talk about market news. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week. One more time, like and subscribe to this video if you don't mind for Denise and I and lovely Lulu today. She's doing a great job staying awake, by the way. We enjoy you guys being along for the ride. Have a great week. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.